All right, take a look at the AFC North. This is always an interesting division. For so long, it's been a powerhouse. You've had the Steelers, you've had the Ravens, you've had the uh, even the Bengals for a while. Were three playoff teams. There was a lot of years that they put in three playoff teams every year. The Steelers continuing to push for playoffs. The Ravens being a good team, especially great defense, and then the Bengals were they were playoffs for 5 straight years. Well, division's taken a little bit of a step back. They still had two playoff teams last year with the Ravens and the Steelers. It'll be curious how this division is going to go. I still think, I know it's popular to put the Browns to win this division. I'm still giving the nod to the Steelers. They've got such a great culture. They signed, Mike Tomlin was signed to a 1 year extension. For some reason, there's this notion that Mike Tomlin's coaching for his job, and I just don't get that. I mean, I get what you say. Maybe he doesn't manage the game all that well, but look what he's done with the Steelers. They've consistently been this elite team in the AFC. They cycled through. He's managed personalities. Yeah, Antonio Brown's gone and Le'Veon Bell's gone. This will be anxious. They missed the playoffs last year. Be anxious to see how they do. I just think they've got so much talent. And James Conner fit in well last year. They've got Juju Smith-Schuster. They've drafted their receivers in the second round. I think they're not going to be one of the elite teams in the AFC, but I still think they've got the culture. They've got the talent. They've got a good coach. I mean, if Mike Tomlin got fired, he'd get swooped up in a heartbeat. So I think they are. I think they're in a prime spot to go and win this division once again. Now, Cleveland, I have them going to the playoffs too. And I kind of thought, I'm like, there's a lot of hype around the Browns. I don't know if I'm quite ready to go in there. But when I kind of started going through this preview and looking, I thought, you know what? I think they're going to do it. They've got the talent. Baker Mayfield showed a lot of promise last year, played pretty well for a rookie. Now he's got Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry's back. Antonio Callaway comes showing up out of shape. I don't know why anyone, you hear all this hype and talk about Antonio Callaway, but he's never really done anything. Like David Njoku, they got Kareem Hunt, they got Nick Chubb. The defense has got a lot of talent. They've got a lot of pieces, but can they put it all together? There's a lot of personality in that Browns locker room. And they've got a head coach in Freddie Kitchens, who's never been a head coach before, until last year when he got hired mid-season as the interim offensive coordinator. He never called plays before. Now, he did well last year, don't get me wrong, but can he do that for a full season? Teams now have been studying his tape, his offense, for all summer long. Can he adapt it? Can he still have success? Can Baker Mayfield keep his trajectory pointing up, or is he going to take a natural sophomore slump back? Once again, can they manage all those personalities? If they can, this team can compete. I don't know if they're quite Super Bowl contender yet, but they should be competing for a playoff spot. Baltimore, I have them being one of the biggest disappointments for this upcoming season. I have them potentially. I kind of have them picking towards in the top 10 of next year's NFL draft. Yes, they have a good defense. Don't get me wrong, good defense, good culture. Harbaugh's been there. He's building up. But Harbaugh's been there a while, and there was talk that maybe they were going to let him go. Now they brought him back. Is his voice getting tired in that locker room? They're switching over to this new offense with Lamar Jackson. Jim Harbaugh said the other day that there's the NFL record for rushing attempts in a season is 139 by a quarterback. And he said, I would take the over on that. So they're going to be running Lamar Jackson a lot. Now, Lamar Jackson is a fantastic talent. He's fast, he's elusive, he can make big plays with his legs. He's still inconsistent as a thrower. And everyone wanted to crap on Josh Allen and say how he's so inconsistent. Lamar Jackson was the same. They're going to be running more of a spread college-based rushing attack, and they're going to utilize him, and they want to. They basically what the Ravens want to do is they want to pound the ball and play good defense, and that's fine if you're able to move the ball. But all these defenses, we saw in the playoffs with the Chargers, they were able to, match up with them and stop that run. And when Lamar Jackson had to throw the ball, he struggled. So the Ravens are banking on them staying ahead on their downs and not getting in third and longs and third and and mediums. They're hoping that they can be lots of third and shorts, move the ball. Okay? Can they do that consistently? I don't know if they can. I don't trust them. I don't like their receivers. Okay? I don't like the interior of their line. I don't trust Lamar Jackson as a thrower. I think this could blow up in their face. Jim Harbaugh's fired. They're picking in the top 10. Okay. Also in the North, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. As I mentioned in my teams picking, that could be picking with the number 1 overall pick. I have the Cincinnati Bengals right now pegged for that number 1 spot. You've got a roster that's kind of turning over. There's not really a whole lot of elite players. You've got a rookie head coach in Zach Taylor, who's young for the position, hasn't really proven himself, and then gets the job because he's a Sean McVay protege. And then now recently, A.J. Green hurts his ankle, has to be carted off the field. It's an ankle sprain, but he's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, and they say he's going to miss game time. So now you're taking away your best player, who has been hurt in the past, from an offense that needs weapons. Their offense is going to struggle. I don't think their defense is as good as it's going to be. Like I said before, this is a team that could be picking with that number 1 overall pick.